Thanks for watching my first Scrumdili project video. Everyone knows to make Eggs Benedict you need Hollandaise sauce, so that's what we will be going over today. I have the ingredients in front of me. You need 2 egg yolks, which I have in a stainless steel bowl here, only because you kind of do a double boiling method to make the Hollandaise sauce. I'll be putting this bowl and stirring it over a pot of boiling water, which I actually have on the stove top now. Right there. But to see my egg yolks, I've separated them already. There they are. You also need a 1/4 cup of butter, melted butter. And I put it on low heat. Shouldn't take too long to melt. You also need a 1/2 teaspoon of lemon, paprika, and a pinch of salt. This is all just for seasoning. You can add more than a 1/2 teaspoon of lemon. If you want a tangier Hollandaise sauce, it's entirely up to you. A 1/2 teaspoon usually works for me, and then I kind of season it as I go. Okay, so let's get started. First, I have my egg yolk in here. I'm gonna actually stir it, whisk it together for 60 seconds. So here I go. And I encourage you to count, so I usually am like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and so forth. The reason I say that is because you really want to do this for a little bit of time here. You will start to see some bubbles forming, and that's how you know you're on the right track. So just stir, stir, stir till you start seeing those bubbles, and then just keep going, again, about 60 seconds. Once you're about done, you will notice that the consistency is a lot thicker than when you first started. That's what you want. Alrighty. So now that I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and add my lemon juice. And I'm gonna stir a little bit more just to get that lemon juice in there. Alrighty. It is about mixed together, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix it over the pot of boiling water for about 30 seconds. Now the trick here, and this is what can be really frustrating with making Hollandaise sauce, is if the egg yolks get too hot, they cook. And you've ruined your sauce and you have to start over. So what you wanna do is just really whisk it and just keep an eye on it. If it's starting to get too thick, take it off the heat. It should only be on there for about 30 seconds, but sometimes in just like 15 to 20 seconds, it'll thicken and start cooking. So really just keep an eye on it. The water should not touch the bottom of this stainless steel bowl here. It should only kind of the simmering heat from the water should touch it, but not the actual water itself. So if that happens, again, take it off because your eggs will start cooking, and you don't want that. So let's go ahead and do that, and then check on my butter, which should be melted. So you'll see here I have some steam coming up. I'm just gonna set it on top there and stir for 30 seconds. Now that even just with like 15 seconds of heat there, it about doubled in volume. I'm gonna go get my butter off the pan now. Alrighty, my butter's about completely dissolved here. So now I'm just gonna slowly add just a little bit of butter, drop by drop into here until whatever I've already put in there has kind of totally been mixed into the egg yolk here. Then I can add some more. So once it's all incorporated, then add some more. So just slowly, a little bit there at a time, and stir. Looks like all that butter was incorporated. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. So lots of whisking involved with making your Hollandaise sauce. And now I'm noticing that while it has thickened a lot, now it's a lot more liquidy than I would like, than the consistency I want. So once I add everything, I'll show you what we can do to solve that. So you can see what it looks like. It's still very, very liquidy. Usually what you want is for it to look kind of like cake batter, and this is not like cake batter at all. It's very, very much just like too liquidy, not what you want. So what we're gonna do is actually put it over the pot of boiling water again. Okay, so I'm ready to actually set this on the heat now because look, This is way too liquidy, not the consistency we want. You should be able to essentially do a little heart here if I wanted, you know, have it look like cake batter. This is way too liquidy for cake batter, so I'm gonna go ahead and just continue stirring. This is what you want to see. So we are all set and we can actually go ahead and season it now. Again, cake batter. I hope you can see the difference there. Another trick you can do to actually tell if your sauce is ready is, let me show you here. You can take a spoon. All right, and if I drag my finger across here and it doesn't spill, then you're good. That's the consistency you want. Alrighty guys, so now that I am all set with my Hollandaise sauce, I can go ahead and add some seasoning. I'm just gonna add, you know, a little bit of paprika, just a tad, and then just a pinch of salt. It doesn't want to come out here. Need to go buy more salt. That's what that means. And then just stir it up. And you are good to go. Now, while this is sitting and waiting, you want to leave it somewhere warm. In the event that it gets really thick and looks like mayonnaise, not the consistency you want, you can add a little bit of water. I'd say just like half a tablespoon at a time, and then just whisk it in there. It should get it a lot more liquidy, but not too liquidy. And then again, if you do too much water, you want to again put it over the pot of boiling water and it'll thicken everything up again for you right before you serve it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to add them in the comments below and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thanks for watching. #Scrumdili. Peace.